welcome everybody to Support Desk Live. My name is Allie. I am your support desk support for the day. A couple of things that we'll go over real quickly, housekeeping things. We do stream this live into our Facebook group and we repurpose this and put it out on our YouTube channel. So you need to know that if you are coming on camera, right, that is going to be streamed or put out on YouTube. So we want you to know that. I will give you the ability to turn your cameras on if you so choose. Um, Zenler tends to prioritize people on camera first. However, with that said, if there's a particular situation that you have and you do not want to come on camera, then please reach out to me. Please tell me that you cannot have your camera on or don't wish to, or whatever the situation is. One of the things is we also, because this is like an open session, it's public. So we want to know who you are, and we need to know that you're coming on to talk about real Zenler issues. Certainly, Zenler is not the only company, but lots of people who have open public Zoom sessions, you get some trolls that pop in and say and do things they shouldn't. So if you reach out to me ahead of time, being able to work with you, even if you're not on camera, 100%. We don't want to force anybody to do that. We respect your privacy in that way. We just want to confirm who everybody is. Another issue that came up really quickly from last week and this week, I'm using the Zenler tutorial site community is where I will be communicating with you all. And a few of you have come in there and posted and interacted, and that's fabulous. So my recommendation for all of you, when you have questions around issues that we're going to work on in support desk and you come into community to ask them, at the very top are two posts always that I have pinned there. One of those is the support desk schedule for that particular week. And the other one is our follow-up report, which is the support desk digest, which just gives you a little breakdown of some of the issues we covered and give it to you all in one place there. So you can comment on any one of those anytime all week that you have a question. Anything that you're going to want to talk about in support desk on Wednesday or on Thursday mornings earlier in the day, you can type some of your questions and some of the issues you're having on that post so that I can maybe pull up and prepare some stuff for you for when you get here. And that'll maybe make our live sessions a lot more productive moving forward. So I would really appreciate if you do that. I am going to go ahead and let you turn your cameras on now. I'm going to turn that ability on. And then you should also be able to, at the bottom of your, yes, start video. At the bottom of your screen, there's an option to react, which lets you raise your hand, your virtual hand, not your real hand, lets you raise your virtual hand so that we can call you in order. And the other thing is we have the chat, which you can check and type questions in. And if you have specific questions that you're typing in the chat, put a big Q in front of it for me. That'll make it easier for me to find when I'm scrolling through in there. And with that, let's see. I see. Hi, Maggie, Annika. I see you, Patricia. Okay, let's see. Join the community. This is not Facebook. Oh, yeah. So I'm in here. So yes, that's the Zenler tutorial site community. And very specifically, that's my lane. That's where I operate. I don't really do Facebook. So you can come in here. You cannot raise your hand, but you have a question. Okay, Annika. Call on you. Let's see. Hi, Maggie. Oh, I'm sorry. I muted you on accident.
Okay, I'm on.
There you go. Hi. Hi, Maggie.
Hi. I'm going to be doing a live workshop And I'm wondering the best way, do I do an interactive one? And then also, I tried once before to do a workshop and I wasn't able to turn the chat on. And that sort of threw a little bit of a wrench in the workshop.
And your thing. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, here. So I'll share my screen and we will show you this. We'll go into the live area. I was in there. Let's see. Here. Okay. So you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, fabulous. Get myself out of the way there and move this out of my way. Okay, so let's see. Let's get into how do I get out of here? I don't know how I get out of here. There we go. Was stuck there. Okay, so here's our live area. So, why don't you tell me, Maggie, what is the workshop for? How long is it going to run? Like, is it going to be part of a funnel? Is it part of a
Um,
course?
Actually, I guess it would be maybe part of a funnel. I hadn't thought of it that way, but it's just on, getting your body in shape for spring and summer.
All right,
Um,
is this a free thing? Is it a lead magnet? Is it something you're
yes,
charging for?
basically, no, there's no charge, and it is a lead magnet to a 12-week course.
Okay,
So,
fabulous. Okay. So so you have a lot of different options here. So I would go with either um live class or the live interactive webinar. Both of those are going to have the similar features. Now, I check. I haven't used live interactive webinar for a long time. Let me see what they have in here.
yeah,
Now, I would say I think live class is the better option. Let me see.
okay.
Because I think you can get the link with the live class and you can add the live class into a course like the replay. Yeah, let's go with live class. I like that
Oh,
better.
okay.
So a live class, what that's going to allow you to do is you're taking this free thing, right? And you're going to lead it to a course that's paid.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So even as part of your paid course, when people get in there, you can actually put this replay in your course if it's related to the content, I should
Yeah.
say. Some people do that, like, hey, participate in this free thing and go here. And if that free thing is kind of like that beginner step or whatever, you can even put the replay in the course for them, you know?
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Not that you can do that elsewhere. So, and how long is the workshop going to be?
Um, right at about an hour.
An hour. Okay. So, workshop. So, I would set it up from here,
Hmm.
from a live class, and it's just a one-off session.
Right.
And I don't know if you have to worry about the max number of registrants or not.
No.
Um, you can change that if you need to. Zenler Zoom duration. Now, one of the things that I always like to tell people is these from an hour and a half to the 15-minute mark. Those are all considered in that first category of your Zoom sessions for the sessions numbers that you get. The only ones that are limited, the most limited are these extended sessions and these super extended sessions. Okay. So
Okay.
whenever you're making a meeting, if you think, oh, 45 minutes to an hour, I just automatically schedule my meetings for the maximum time on there because it doesn't count against me and I can end the meeting early. But if my meeting runs over, I have to you can still go back in the system and change the time while you're live and it will let you stay. Or at least it used to. I haven't done that in a while. So
Mhm.
I should add that caveat to that. But the point is, if you do it this way, then you don't have to worry about it timing out on you, and it doesn't count against you. It still counts the same as one live done, whether it was a 15-minute one or a 1 hour and 30-minute one. The only time it matters is when you're talking the extended sessions and the super extended. And the truth is, on the extended at 1 hour and 45 minutes, you get 1 hour and 45 minutes on this hour and 30 minutes because it will let you run 15 minutes over, right? So
Okay.
even if you have 1 hour and 45 minute session, you can still schedule it in that other category because it runs 15 minutes over. But that's it. You're on a strict time schedule there. Otherwise, with those two, the same thing. Just schedule it for the 2 hours, you
Does
know?
it tell you, for example, if I say an hour and 30, is there like some kind of little message or timer that says, oh, like on a regular Zoom, it all
Yes,
goes. Okay.
I get what you're saying, but there's I the well, let's check. We'll set it up like this and I'll show you what I see. Because I was worried about the same thing. Like, oh, I'm giving people a 30-minute free consult, but I set the meeting for an hour just so I'd have to worry about it ending. Do they think they're getting an hour now, kind of thing, right? But it doesn't tell them how long the meeting's scheduled for, and
True.
and unless you add that into the email. At least it used to, and I haven't like double checked that. I just keep assuming, which is not a good idea. So that's what we're going to do right now, y'all, is we're going to check it. Okay. So, and you're going to keep yours public because you want this to be a lead magnet, right? So you want to make
Yeah.
sure you keep that setting correct. And then we'll turn on automatic cloud recording so we get a recording of this. Because one of the other things you can do now, Maggie, is and I recommend doing it a few times, is if you run this workshop for that hour, run it like 3 to 5 times live, and then you can automate it. And the reason that you run it 3 to 5 times live is because it gives you an opportunity. You're recording all of them, and then you can pick your favorite, like which one had the best comments. Probably the later versions, because what usually happens is you get a little more comfortable doing your presentation. It's the same presentation, the flow is better, and you'll get questions maybe from people that'll help you tweak your presentation for the next time, kind of thing. And
Okay.
then that's the kind of thing, if it works, that you then automate, and then you run people through a funnel to get the free workshop, but then you don't have to be doing it live anymore. It's just running in the background for you. And then it'll still lead right to your course.
Okay. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so now we've got that part done. Let's hit next. I'm not going to worry about any of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so now if we come here to the details, let's see. Yeah, see, we get the direct join link. So you don't want to use that when you're doing this for lead generation. You want people to register because you want to track that
Right.
registration and attendance. So that means that you're going to need to go through the pages and make sure they look pretty, that they're not Zenler generic. You're going to have to design those, or hopefully, if you've done any design work on pages, you can just use the custom blocks and bring them in to design your different pages for this live. It's one setting, and it's going to be free, so we don't set pricing. You have your automations, which is your emails. So you're going to want to go through and edit those and turn on the reminder sequences. Make sure you, um, I prefer to personalize my automated emails. It says you have successfully booked a spot on the live class by such and such. It just has a very
Right.
just blah sound to it. You know what I mean? So I sounds like a robot. So I would personalize it. Obviously all the purple spots, all the dynamic, That's what
Mhm.
these are. These are all dynamics things. You can't change those. It won't, if you remove any one of these, it won't let you even send this. It won't skip, let you save it. So I just change those. And if you accidentally delete one of these, like say live class topic, and you try to save it or send, oh, is it going to let me do it without the topic? Oh, oh, it didn't used to. If I changed any of them, it wouldn't let me save. This is fun. Okay, so, uh, But if you delete something and it says you need it, I usually get an error message. I don't know why I'm not getting one. You can add it back in by going to this option that says personalize. And it's the topic of the class. So you're going to look for that option.
Oh, okay.
And here, live class. Oh, I can't read topic. There we go. My glasses are terrible, y'all. So now you can add that dynamic bit back in there and it pulls in the
Okay.
live class topic for you. Okay. So if you ever delete anything dynamic where it's pulling in information for you, there's
Mhm.
always a way to get it back. Don't panic. I guess that's my point.
Well, that's good to know. Okay.
Yeah. Um, so you're going to go through and do that. You can, when you click here, it's going to give you anyone that registered to use it. And then obviously, this is where your cloud recording lives. So if you clicked automatic cloud recording, after a short processing time, usually within an hour or three, but occasionally the processing time is not determined by Zenler. The processing time is determined by Zoom. And every now and then, we've had a couple of people come in here, and I think Sandra or Sarah, um, Judy, and um, their cloud recordings did not show up for like 12 hours. And they were in so much panic. But
Um,
as long as you've turned cloud recording on, as long as you come in here and you see that you had automatic cloud recordings turned on. Now, if you didn't turn it on, there's nothing anybody can do.
right,
But if
right.
it's turned on
Hmm.
and this recording hasn't showed up for like 12 hours, that's all on Zoom's end. There's nothing Zenler can do about it. It's Zoom's processing time. So within 24 hours, if it doesn't show up, then panic. And I don't know, that would be a support ticket to Zoom, not to Zenler. And this is
Oh,
one of the things that we've kind of been learning as we're here is Zenler integrates with lots of other systems that we're using, right? That you use. And when you're using all these different systems, it's trying to determine whose issue it is really what it comes down to, right? And on the processing time, we happen to know for a fact that is on Zoom's end. So hopefully that relieves a little bit of like the chaos and stress from that.
okay.
Okay, let's see. I'm looking in the chat to see what's here. Um,
Now, where is the button for the chat to be able to, do I need to manually make that available inside the webinar or the live class?
no, the chat, no, you shouldn't have to. It should automatically be. If you choose a live webinar, I don't,
Because I
actually,
thought I did one with the live class and I didn't know how to
okay, yeah.
disable.
So that's a Zoom issue, okay? That we got to look at Zoom for this one. Um, um, what is it that what is the question what are we trying to figure out again?
Just how to turn, the last time I did a live class,
Right.
it said it was disabled and I
Yes.
didn't know how to, you know, get it going.
Trying to see. Okay. So in Zoom, because I don't know how, like in Zoom, you have a little icon that says host tools at the bottom if you're the host. and it gives you this checklist when you click on it. If the chat is checked, then the chat is open for people. If it's unchecked, then they can't use it. It's a setting. So what I would do is I would boot up your Zoom, open it up, run a Zoom session, look at the bottom of your screen for host tools and all of that, and
Okay.
explore the settings and the tools that are on there to
Okay.
see how it is. And yeah, you
I'll just
can,
do a test.
yeah, do a test one, see how it is. Um, and it should. It should. And I'm just seeing that Casey says you cannot extend recurring events. You would love a timer on Zoom. Well, that's a Zoom issue. If we schedule a 4 hour meeting and only use 3 hours, do we use up a 4 hour slot or the 2 hour slot? That's a good question, and I'm not certain of how that is handled in the system. My gut instinct is to tell you whatever you scheduled it as is what it's counted against you as, regardless of how long you ran the session. But I am not certain, so I'll have to get on the team with that. Do you have that happen often, Casey? Um,
So now I would need to create a funnel, and I know how to do that for the class. Is that right? To go,
no,
no?
mm-mm. The
Oh,
workshop is the fun.
oh,
Okay.
okay. Okay.
See, right here under pages,
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true. Okay.
you have your registration page, which you can turn into a sales page, right? You don't just have to have this one register here block, right? You turn this into your sales page. You add your content to it. You they have do no, that's courses plus I don't want to. Do I have any custom blocks in here that I like? No. Well, maybe. I don't think so. I think that was just the video thing. Yeah, it was. But you can design this page and make it a sales page.
Okay. Perfect.
Obviously, there's no thing here. You just delete it,
Mm-hmm.
pricing, because you're not charging for it. It's free.
Correct.
Or I
Okay.
guess you don't delete the pricing because you still got to check out, even though it's free. I don't know. But that seems weird. But
Okay.
yeah, you just design your pages. You got your registration page, you got your checkout page. Or no, I think if it's free, you don't even get that. Just it doesn't push you through to that. So you don't even have that, I don't think. The checkout. You just have registration and thank you and waiting
Okay.
and waiting.
Waiting. Okay. All
And
right.
that's your whole funnel. And then you track your stats in this funnel, right? Like you come here, here's your automations, right? Because what is a funnel? It's a page, it's a couple of pages that are attached to automated emails. That's all a funnel is. And that's exactly what a live workshop is. A workshop is a funnel in and of itself.
Okay.
So if you're doing it as a free funnel, as a free lead generation, you don't need to have it under marketing funnels. You can have it in your workshop as a live, and then your automation, your pricing, even your emails that you send out, you still get your stats, all of that through this. It is still functions the same as a funnel. So then what you would be doing then when you're marketing this is you're marketing this registration link, right? Because that's the link to that main page. That's the page you're going to turn. That's this page, that first page that says registration, right? So in a course, it would be called the sales page, right? That
Right.
first page. But we're in a live streaming in a Zoom session. So instead of saying sales page, because it may not be for sale, it could be free,
Right.
but it's also an event that you need to actually register for. So it's a registration page instead of the sales page. The checkout page only comes into play if we add pricing. So you don't have to worry about that. And then you've got your thank you page and that waiting page when they click, and then your replay option.
Okay.
set all of that up just like a funnel and do your automations and your follow-up automations as well, right? After the fact and invite them to the course.
Okay,
And of course, you can do that during your workshop as well. And
got it.
that's all you do. And then, you've got your main site and you can add, if you've got your calendar page, if you tend to do free events, you can add that to your homepage, or you could add a little banner across the top that says, hey, come to this free thing I'm doing.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, let's see. Stop sharing. Get this camera. Okay, Patricia. And then I know Annika is next because she couldn't raise her hand. So if somebody else raises their hand, just so you know, Annika's next no matter what.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi,
How are you?
Patricia. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. That's the problem. I create a course and now I want to change the name of the URL, the link. But
Okay.
I don't manage. I don't know what I do, but
So you
the
tried to
link will
change the name.
the link will never change with to the name of my course. In the
You have to
course
change
detail,
the.
you have the possibility to change the name, but I can make it.
Do you want to share your screen and show me what you're talking about?
Okay, okay, I will.
Yeah, pull it up first, and then when
I
I will
want.
let me see if I'll give you ability, I guess.
How do you say
I think
this?
you can share
Now,
screen.
I can. Do you want me to?
Yeah, share if you can share your screen and show me what you're talking about.
Yes, sure. I think it's that. So,
Okay.
do you see here?
It says you're sharing your there it is. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
I
So,
want this name of my course
okay.
here,
And paste
and
it in there.
okay, that, and I think I have to do that. So, uh, that, that. I don't know if the language, the Swedish language, the problem.
Okay,
Now,
now scroll down.
yes,
Hit update.
update. I hope it's working now. No,
No. Okay, I
is
don't
it?
know. Let me
I
go to
sent an
your
email to the
go.
support.
Oh, did you? Okay, let me yeah, here, let me send one. Just leave your screen up for me, please, for just
Mm,
1 second, because I'm gonna just take a quick picture. Yeah, the problem is the URL can't change, David. She keeps trying to change it, but it won't change. She updates to save it and it converts to something else. And that's not even what it said before, is it? That's a whole different course link. Go to your scroll up for me, Patricia, and click on pages up at the top there, the navigation. Yes. No, 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 just open. Oh, you're gonna open it in a new tab. Oh yeah, that's fine. Open it in a new tab.
They will learn me that.
Yeah, let me see. Scroll. Let me see. Okay, stop. 6-1. Yeah, so it changes the name of your course, but it does it to something different.
Yes,
And it change. Okay, that's so weird. Okay.
yes. I
I
think
will Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, leave it. Yeah, leave it like that. Leave that for one more second. Let me take a picture of that too. Because that is weird. Oh, because of weird characters. So it's the language. So that's what David's saying is usually. So, and I don't know about that. So maybe talk with, I'll send a message to support
Yes.
or spaces. We did remove the spaces the last time, David. She put the dashes, but it's still updated and then converted it to this weird thing. So, and it changes it to something different every time. So it keeps changing it, but not to the right thing.
Do you think
Um,
it's about, oh, do you speak with Davy?
hmm?
Okay. Yeah, I think it's about the language.
Yes,
No,
it's about the language. Yeah.
I maybe take away this doc.
Yeah, Patricia? Yeah, what I would do is any weird, like what it's, um, I would, I don't understand the point of cloning and removing anything. She still can't change the name of her course.
Mm,
I don't know what that would do. You would still have the same problem. Unless it's just a glitch within this course. But if it happens with the weird characters, like I don't see what it would do. She wants the name of the course a specific name, the link to it. Um, yeah, I guess Patricia, so here's the thing. It's kind of like it's like this time zone issue, okay? Let me come
are
off
you
of here.
talking to me?
Yeah, you can stop sharing your screen now, please.
Okay.
Okay. So here's the thing, like it's some kind of an issue in Zenler. You have your site set to the specific language,
In Swedish,
right? It's in Swedish, but the link doesn't like
the Swedish,
the link doesn't like the Swedish characters.
yes,
So here's what I need you to do, Patricia. Do you use ChatGTP at
I
all?
can. I can.
I'm asking you if you use it. Do you know how to use it? Is it something
Yes,
you've
yes,
used
yes,
and you're
yes, yes,
familiar with? Yes.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So talk to chat and ask it how you can name your link in a Swedish language without like what special characters might be causing the issue so you can remove those and try and get it to a link that you want it to. You know what I mean? Because I
Yes,
can't, here's the thing, I'm not maybe the Zenler team will fix what's happening in the back end that's doing that, but I don't know. So
okay.
rather than you be frustrated with it
Hmm.
in this
Yes,
place,
yes, yes.
talk to chat and see if it can tell you how to remove the special characters in that link. Tell it the problem and see if it can tell, because I don't know your language. I don't know what the special characters are
Yes.
that would be doing it. You know what I mean? I can't do it.
What the link you want? What do you
She
say?
wants it to be the name of her course, but the link
Yes.
won't go to that.
Yeah, Patricia, can you just put the link that you want, the URL that you
I
want
don't
in
know.
the
Oh,
chat? Well,
oh, the name. You know
it's
the name.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's based off of, you're going to base it off the course title, right? Now,
That's the course
the problem
title.
is that with your course title, you've got weird characters going on, and
Yeah.
those characters cannot be used as a URL. Right? That's worldwide, right? So you can't put ampersands or any of that sort of
Okay.
stuff. So if you've got that title and you're trying to drop that and change it to the URL, it will not work. It's not a
Yeah.
standard, right? The standard for any URLs is
URLs.
standard characters, right?
Yeah.
And if you go and put in things like exclamation mark, for instance, ampersands, question mark, it will then just go, that doesn't, that I don't like that. And it'll just make something up. And that's why you're getting
Right.
that funny thing pop up. It does exactly the same with blogs. I had it the other day where I had the title and I had a comma in there or something, and it just went to a weird thing, and I had to manually put it in there. So you need to Ali was exactly spot on there. If you take
Yes.
what you've got, put it into ChatGPT. Can you give me a URL for this? It will then give you a clean URL, and you can just drop it
Yes.
there
Yeah.
and
will try.
update it.
Yes, my brain say speak with Ali or David, but you say speak with ChatGPT. Yes, I will. That I will
Yeah,
do.
no, well, no, but it's the reason that we're telling you that is because I don't know your language. If I
Yes,
knew
yes, I
your language,
understand.
if
It's
I knew your
no
language,
problem.
yeah, I could
Let me
tell you
just
the exact
sorry, Ali,
letters
can
to
I just
type.
screen share a second? I just do it here, right? So you guys can see. Hold on, let me just
Okay.
change that.
Yes.
Right, so you can see. Right, so on here, I'm going to make this a bit bigger for you to see, right?
Thank you,
Give me the
David.
URL for this, okay? So it's going to, I don't know what it's going to do. It's the first time I've ever tried this, but it should be looking exact relevant for source for the right link. So sorry, I got thinking turned on because I always have it turned on. And what it should do is it should basically get rid of this, right? It will get rid of
Yes.
this.
Yes. Yes.
And it's looking around. I should
This
have put
is
it
a
on
good
fast.
example because it's many people from Swedish that use Zenler.
Yeah, well, I think what it will do is it will give me something like this, right? So
Yes.
I'm putting this in here myself. So
Yeah.
I don't want that in there.
Okay.
That's not going to
Okay.
work for sure. The rest is all good. So I'm just looking at what would be in the English equivalent, right? I'm not saying that'll be. It's done something. Couldn't verify what that is. I don't know. It's coming up with something. If I just put that in there, but I've already
ChatGPT
sorted it
don't
out
know what
myself.
love is.
No, what it did, David, was it was searching for an active link with that name for you, not
Yeah,
creating a
yeah,
link.
yeah. So, but this
So
is it,
ask
right?
it
I've
to
just taken all
create
that
the
that
link.
stuff out. So if I go in here and I just put that
Yes.
link in there like that, and I just click update, then that's then going to keep that URL. There you go. It's done, right?
Yes.
It's done.
Good.
So what I'll do is I'll just put that link in there. That's what you need to do. You need to put that bit at the end. That's it. Done. Sorted.
Yes.
No need to bother technical support with that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, like that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of times, if you ask, and for those of you too, if you aren't even sure how to ask your question, tell chat what it is and say, can you help me express this better? So that you can come in here with a clearer thing to get your answers answered more efficiently
Yes.
for what the exact thing is, use that. Use it. Even Google is using AI. You might even be able to use it and ask Google, how do I how do I say this better? Or Google.
I solved the
Oh,
problem. It's fixed it now.
I've got it.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yay.
Guys, I've
So
got it. So yeah, exactly what Ali said. So sometimes you don't hit it first time, but then I said, sorry, I mean a good URL for this, right? Dunce. So then
yeah.
it went, okay, and it gave me exactly what I gave you.
Yep. And that's what, yeah. And that's the way to do it. That is definitely the way to do it if you can, help if you're not, because sometimes some of you have come in and said, I have a question, I'm not sure how to ask it. So that's a great way. And if you have those questions you don't know how to ask, if you don't feel comfortable using AI or asking anybody else or trying to explain it, that's fine too. Go into the tutorial site community, and there are two pinned posts where you can then get you can ask, and then I can figure it out for you. I can help you figure it out before support desk. Okay, let's see. I know it's Annika's turn. She doesn't have her hand up because it doesn't work. So here we go. There you
Hello there.
are.
Hi.
Hey.
I want to
Oh,
start my membership, my online community. Can you hear me? I'm sitting on a train. Hope you can hear me.
yeah, I can hear
So
you, but you are breaking up a little.
okay. So I'm trying to okay. So I'm breaking the membership. So uh,
No, when I hear you, all I'm hearing is and I don't know. There's other people in this
can you
meeting.
hear?
Can you? And you're frozen. Your image is frozen on the screen. Nobody can understand you.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
think it must be a really
Okay.
rattly
Are
train.
you with me?
Yes, I can kind of hear you. You can try to
So, my question is, I have set up a bundle.
No, I'm sorry. Your microphone here. I'm just gonna mute you. Um, your audio is not working and your internet is just it's frozen on you're frozen on the screen for everybody. Oh, and now she's gone. Okay. Sorry. If okay, so somebody else has a question in the chat. Did it get answered? It says, I have just upgraded to the starter plan. Horses, I've not yet any payment. Is Anders still in here? Oh, the Annika's still in here. Let's see. Okay. Well, we'll get to that later. Let's see. Kevin. They will contact Zoom. Okay. Casey, are you still in here? Yep, there you are. Here. I know I'm trying to read through the chat. I'm a little slow because I'm, practically blind, but
I
hi,
can't deal with the
Casey.
chat. Hi, thank you. Just a comment for Annika. If you turn your picture off when you're trying to talk, for my meetings, that seems to help people. Like it uses less bandwidth, and then we might be able to hear you.
So
So,
yeah.
so Allie, if you want to let her try that, I'll wait till
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
she.
Okay, yes. Thank you so very much. Okay. I'm gonna try it, Annika. Turn your thing off and then let me see if I can find you to get you to unmute your mic. Let's see. Annika, I have you in here twice. Annika, or no? Is that you twice? No. Now I've lost you. I don't see her anywhere now. Oh, there you are. Got you. Okay. Can I get you to unmute now, though? Um, here, I tell you what. I'm going to make this way easier. I've allowed you to unmute yourself. So go ahead, Annika.
Am I still?
Oh, you need to turn your video off.
Do I have video on?
There you go.
Yes. Yes,
No,
I'm on.
I know, but turn your video off so we can hear you. Your internet is not good.
Oh, okay. So this is better. Okay.
Yes.
You hear me now? Yes. Okay.
Yes, I can hear
Sorry
you.
for the inconvenience.
Oh, no
Okay, so my
inconvenience.
question is, you can't hear me.
Yes, I can. You can go ahead.
Yes, you can hear me. Okay, so I'm creating this membership, online membership, but I have set up a bundle, and I have created like fiction, not courses, but they aren't really courses that I have launched, but I have created different courses, so I can create the bundle. And the bundle has a starting page where my students will enter, and the different courses will show us images on this starting page, right? Yeah. So my question now is, for every course that I have put into my bundle, there's the different pages, the register page, the thank you page, all of that, and I have the automation of the emails. I have it like copied old courses, so I have all this stuff. Will that show somehow? And should I put in any effort in removing all of that and adding the correct? It seems
Okay,
so.
I do understand what
Yeah.
you're saying. I do understand. So I'll share my screen with you
Thank
so
you.
so
Thank
that
you
we
very
can
much.
talk through this. You're welcome, because there are some nuances to it, right? When it comes to the bundles and what people are going to see and what they're not going to see. So,
And I just
there,
want to put my energy and effort and time into the right
yes.
things, not to get stuck in the technical stuff
Oh,
and
you are
overwhelmed.
speaking, you're speaking my language. I don't want to get stuck in stuff either. Absolutely. So
No.
100%, let's make sure we know exactly the areas we need to mess with and what we can leave alone. So, because
Yes.
of the fact that you're selling the courses. Now, if you're selling the courses separate from the bundle on top of selling them in the bundle, then you have to fix everything. You have to make sure everything
Mm.
is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
However, they have sales pages can stay. However, in your courses, when you create a bundle, the bundle becomes the sales page and the checkout. Okay.
Mm.
So the people never see the course sales page, individual course sales page, checkout page, or thank you page. However, they will
Good.
still get to the course's access page. Okay. So the course access page for every course in the bundle, the students will be able to access. So that page you do need to set. And what I normally do when I have a courses in a bundle, because you have a bundle access page, just like you have a course access page. So if you have 10 courses in your bundle, okay, that bundle access page will be there and each of your courses will be there. As soon as they click on a course within that bundle, they're now on that course's access page. What I do on the course, on each course, as I come in here and I would add a block and I would add a button and I would program that button to go to the bundle access page. Who's talking? Who's talking?
No, sorry, it's me on the train.
Oh,
It's me
okay,
on the train.
sorry. Okay, so yeah, so do you understand what I mean? You maybe mute your mic while I'm talking. So the button, because you'll have all of these different course access pages, right? And once they're in there, the course, and they're going through the stuff, you want them to be able to navigate back to the main bundle easily. And the best way to do that is to add a button that you take the link, whatever that course access page link is, and you put that go to this link and you put that course access page link in there. So when you're in your bundle, it says bundle access page, whatever this link is for the bundle, you're going to copy it. And then you're going to program this button to go to it. So now, when people are coming in here, this is their course access page to go through that particular content. When they do that, they don't have to go back to courses, blah, 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 find their bundle, find the rest of the content. They're clicking here and it's taking them to the main bundle access page where they'll see all the courses again, not just the one bundle. So like when they go to my courses, if they have the bundle, that's all they'll see. Or no, I don't know. Will they see the individual courses? Actually. But that will help with the navigation and the flow of the students. You do not have to change every page. The sales pages are bypassed because of the bundle. So the only page accessible is the course access page. And I would add navigation back to the bundle for each one of the courses. That's what I would do. It would make a better experience for your students.
Okay, thank you. That's really good. And if I also want to add like a community area where they can, yeah, talk to each other, write messages, can I do that also from the bundle main site?
Let's see. I love this question. Okay. Let's see. Courses. Well, let's go to bundles. Let's see. Do I have? Let me put. There's content in here. There is. Okay, so good. Let's look at it. This is the bundle. So bundle details. Let's see. Featured, blah, 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 set enrollment limit.
It's in the price plan, Ali. You can add a
Yeah,
community.
Okay. So yeah, so this is nice. So you're charging for the course,
I
the
would
bundle ending.
charge, yeah, I would charge a monthly fee or like a 3
Oh, it's a
month
subscription
payment.
thing.
Yeah, it's a
Okay, yeah.
subscription.
So
Yes.
the bundle is going to be a subscription as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay. So I just put one-time price on this thing because I wasn't thinking. So let's do it as a subscription so we can see exactly what it looks like. And that way we don't have to guess. So I'm just putting that, not additional fee, monthly, whatever. Buy now, that's fine. Okay, so community, I don't have one, but I have one on here, sort of. I don't know. But so you would select that community right here, okay, when you set up the bundle. Now, if you've already set up the bundle, you can create the community, and once you do, you come back here to bundles or to courses, right? You go to courses, you come to your bundles, you go inside your bundle, and you go to your pricing plan. And whatever your pricing plan is, you can edit it if you need to, your subscription plan. When you get there, that's where once you add your community, you can select it. Okay. And then.
So can I just choose a name for this community and I can have it only for the members in this membership?
Yes, if you put it to be members of this, then that's the only people that will be able to see the content in that community or post in the community.
And I do the setup of the community in the community tab above.
Yes, here, and I'm kind of trying to, okay, so that worked. Okay, so there's that. I'm just let's preview the bundle access page, right? Well, even though this is in a bundle, it still says course access. So that's this, and it's got the 2 courses in it. Okay. So when they're here, if they click in one of these, right? Now I didn't program this button to go to the right place, but if I did, they'd go there. Otherwise, I'm in here, I'm in the content, I'm doing stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, what do I have to do? I got to go back to my courses. Oh, okay. And then I have to get into the bundle, and then I have to get back to the next course. Whereas if you just have that button there, it's a nicer little flow. And then what was the other question you had about the bundle, the community? Okay, so now. Okay, now you come over here to community. If you will add a name. Once you add it, you've got to come here. Click go to community. And then this is how you're going to manage the settings. Now, if you turn on, I'm currently trying to figure communities out, like different workflows and different setups of how it'll function. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Like for me, like what the best way is. So here on this plus button is where, and actually, did they do a post on, there's some training on community too, probably on the YouTube channel. I can post that in the community. Are you in the Zenler community?
I'm not sure, but I can
Yeah.
look that up later
Here,
too.
if you're on the Zenler community, if you go to our community, right? This is where I put, like, this is support desk today. This is the support desk digest. Gives you a breakdown of what happened on the previous week. And what you can do is you can come in here and you can comment on these things, but also I'll post in here, um, you know, the most recent video I can find uh, on setting up community. But from here in community, this is home. The getting started is a category, right? It's not the community. Uh, the community is the one that says start here. That's a community. Course discussions, that's a category. Because discussions were turned on in the course threads, right? Do you know what that is? Do you know what the course commenting threads are? I don't know. She cannot talk now, or okay, good. David's got that in the thing. 2 price plans. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Ali.
Okay.
And I think I
Did
can,
I know, but
yeah, I think
I asked you, do you know where the course discussions are? I was asking you a
no,
question.
not really, but my
Okay.
internet is just crazy here on the
Okay,
train.
so
So,
I get it. So yes, so David put a link in the chat to the tutorial for that, and I'll make a post about it in community later. You can go find it, but the David put it right there in the chat for you. It's right there. It says tutorials.newzenler.com community connections workshop. And it's really good. It'll help you, it'll give you a better understanding of how to set up community and the course discussions as well.
oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you, David, for popping that link in there. Okie dokie. Let's see. Let me get this off of here now. And this. And stop. Oop, nope, I don't want to share that. Stop sharing. There we go. Okay. So let's see. Hi, Tiffany. Let's see. Oh, yeah. In New Zenler, can I have a booking system where my clients can book a point call for me? It's basic, it can do. Um, um, I'm not sure how to say, is it on key? I don't know how to say it. I don't know if you want to if you want to talk, if you want to
Can you
talk
hear
to me
me?
about. Yes, yes, I can.
Yes, thank you. I'm
You're
sitting in a
welcome.
very dark room, so that's why I have the camera off.
Oh,
My
it's
my
fine.
question is because I have face yoga sessions and have courses. I had one first course with New Sender. I had 50 people that joined. It was very great first time. And
Yeah.
now I'm going to have some individual coaching also with one-to-one. And then I was thinking about to have the live booking, one-on-one bookings. And when I have on my homepage that they can have one-to-one bookings, I was wondering if there is some booking system in New Sender that I can write in the times that they can book with me and they can have a booking say 5 o'clock p.m. They can choose that time, and I have a mail or something that I see that a person have booked. Do you understand what I mean?
I do understand. And how do I say your name? I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly.
Anki. My name is Ann-Katrin, but they call me Anki. Yeah.
Anki? Okay, Anki. Okay, good. I want to make sure I say it right.
Yeah,
okay,
thank
Anki.
you.
You're very welcome. Okay, Anki. So as David kind of said in the chat, it's basic, but there are possibilities. It just depends on how many people you expect to be needing to book this with you, because it can get a little crazy for you to do it on your own. If it's too many people, the option is you get another service like Calendly, and you connect that with Zenler so that that is your scheduling system. But otherwise, if it's just a few people that you're dealing with week to week, you might be able to manage it in Zenler. It just depends on what your workflow and how this is going to happen. So like if I'll share my screen and kind of show you a little bit.
Yeah, thank you.
What I'm talking about. You're welcome. So, yeah. So when you're creating these lives and you're doing these one-to-one bookings, the one thing is, like, if you want to, I used to do like really quick like messenger calls or Zoom calls, or like not through Zenler, but like a quick Zoom link, like just join my open Zoom room kind of stuff, right? And I would talk to people and I would schedule their coaching or their meetings with me while I was on the phone with them, and I would schedule them, and I would do it like this.
I have done that before,
Right.
but now when I also have another work, and I was thinking about to have perhaps 3 person at most in a week, and then I was thinking about to have this first session with each of them, that it would be very easy for me if they can choose their time, so I don't have to mail and connect, because I work a lot and my time that was my but I understand what you mean also.
So that's, for you, the booking system in Zenler, as David said, it's very basic. They are working towards making it something in the future that will operate more like a booking system should. That's not something we have right now. So the options would be to find a booking service that you like, and you can link that up to your Zenler site, a little button on the site that says book here.
But it's great to hear you say that it's going to be something in the future. So I manage right now. I just have 2 or 3 persons. It's I think it's costly to have some booking system when it's so few persons. So yeah, I will think about it.
Okay, figure it out. And like I said, if you're in the Zenler community, it's the tutorial site, tutorials.newzenler.com/community. Again, these posts are right here. Like, this is the support desk digest. It gives you a breakdown of everything that happened on the last support desk. So tomorrow I'll have one posted for today's stuff. And then I can comment in there, and you can comment in here, and you can say, hey, what about this? We can try to brainstorm and find workflows that work for you. If we can try that.
Great. Yeah. Thank
So
you very
post in there.
much.
You are very welcome.
This is very great that we have this opportunity to talk to you directly. Very nice.
Well, I'm so glad that it worked out for you. I'm so glad. Very glad. You're welcome. Tiffany. Oh, do you have another question? No?
Yeah, I didn't ask the question yet. So what happened is, hey.
Hi.
So on my course, someone says give us the URL for the course. Is that you? My course, so I did the sales page and everything that I do when it comes to checkout is fine. When I go to look on the incognito or when I look at it inside of Zenler, the thank you page, it comes up. But then not incognito, I'm sorry, when I'm in Zenler, it comes up. When I go to the incognito, it says oops. And I checked the URL and I don't know why it's showing up that way. And I've been working on it for a couple of days and I know it's something simple that I'm probably overlooking. And I just want to see if you could take a look at it.
Yes, yes, yes. And I'm sorry. I was like trying to read the chat and see you have a question. Casey's hand is up and she did have a question. She
Oh, go
let
ahead. Go ahead and do her
somebody
first.
else go and then I got distracted. So,
No, no, go ahead and do her first, and then
yes, yes,
I'll do
yes.
it.
And put the link to your thing in there so I
Okay.
can click on it too and check it. And David's in there too. He'll look at it too.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Do
No
that.
problem. We'll do.
And Casey, I'm sorry.
It's
Just
okay.
So
you know,
sorry.
It's okay.
crazy
I
brain.
know how hard it is to track everything. But I've really been working on this
Okay.
and the first thing I want to say is this setup you guys have now is great. I have to figure out how to get to the community. So if you've got a link for that for us here,
Yes.
that whole navigation thing,
I know. It's
pointer you gave us, the pointer you gave us about putting the button on the top, that is gold. Because
yes.
I personally get lost in there all the time. So
Yes.
that's gold. So that's feedback. And these directions are so helpful. And I'm still trying to authenticate the domain. And so I put a ticket in also, and they want screenshots. Well, I've spent so much time on this. I saved the screenshots on my Apple computer, and I've been looking for them all the time while we've been in this meeting. I can't find them. And so I have to go redo it and retrace it, which I can do and take pictures of it. But I can't understand this process. We went to ChatGPT. I've spent over 8 hours on it in at least 3 different sessions, and I'm not getting anywhere. So this whole authentication thing, I don't understand what we're doing. And I haven't been able to learn the technology. I mean, the terminology. Like I read
Yeah.
what it is, but I still don't understand it. So
Yeah.
and I don't even understand what the ramifications are. Like I haven't done any mailings very much from Zoom. So anyway, if if you do anything systematic on this, that would be great.
I'm trying because here's the thing, Casey, I agree with you. Even and I'm working on a little something right now that I hope to have ready by next week for you all. It's been a little bit more labor intensive than I anticipated, but and it's exactly that. It's about our language. It's about the language that there's 3 different types of language that is happening in Zenler. Okay. There is the system language inside the system, right? There's the team language, that the language that the team and I are using, okay? And then or there it's like the labels, the name, the words the team uses, and then there's also the words that the tech support uses, okay? All 3 people are using a different language to describe things, okay? And this is a big problem, not just at Zenler. This is every company, everywhere you go. Even within Zenler, I've already identified several areas where they label it one thing in one spot, but they label it something else in another spot. So I don't know that it's the same thing, right? It's very, and that's happens in other systems. So for people who need ultimate clarity to be able to look at that higher picture and work down, I completely understand. And it's so frustrating because it's like, I'm smart. I am not stupid. Like, I am smart, okay? And if I can't figure this out, that means there's a problem somewhere, and it's not me. It can't be this difficult. So I understand what you're saying, and this happens everywhere. So I'm working on the language part to try to match it up. I'm creating literally a graph. It says this here. This is what the team calls it. This is what, right? Users, you're the members, you have your own language and words that you use. The team has their own words, and the system has words. So there's 3 different languages we're trying to understand and communicate in. And so we need a baseline to start from. And so that is what I'm working on. And what I would ask for you, Casey, put the link in the chat there to the community for you. It's up, that last link that's in there is for somebody else. But if you scroll up a little, it says
Yeah, I'll find it.
community in on the thing. But definitely post about your issue in their comments. Like I said, everybody, I need you to comment on my posts. If you create your own post for approval, I have access to that, but so does a lot of other people that I don't know, and things disappear in there, and I don't know who did it. So rather than deal with that, just comment on my posts that are pinned. And then, because that reminds me too, Casey, because I get like, other things going on, because that is definitely something we should be able to figure out. This should be an issue someone should have been able to take care of. It cannot possibly be this difficult to actually fix the problem. The difficult part isn't the problem, it's how we're communicating about it, I think. And that we don't know the right language to communicate the technical bits or express it in the right way. So hopefully we can figure that out, because we should be able to. You should be able to have a real domain hooked up to your website.
Okay, thank you. So I just wanted to finish up with saying that as I've been navigating all this stuff, the places where you show the screenshot and then just like, the various actions, and I realize that you can't do all the directions that way because you kind of have infinite combinations that you could do. But the basic, that is the easiest, the fastest way that I'm learning. And meanwhile, while I'm going through all these things, I made a document and I'm saving the directions that I'm making so that, I'll figure out a way soon that I could share that document back with you, so that if any of that stuff is usable, that maybe it would help you and others. Because for one thing, you just said something very salient. You said, I'm smart. Now,
I am.
we all are, right? We all are. We
Yes.
would be here.
Yeah.
But one of the things I always say is I was tested on all this stuff. I'm in the 99 percentile for reading comprehension. If I can't understand it, who does?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
That part.
Okay, so the last thing is just a note that when we're changing, or the one problem I have with the classes, because I've done hundreds and hundreds of classes already, and every once in a while, the time will corrupt.
Yeah.
You make a link and it's recurring, and then all of a sudden, everybody gets a notice that it's 1:10 in the a.m. in the morning that the class will be. And I can't open the class because it won't let me open it, and it'll say that it updates. I think I've only had that problem with recurring, but what happens is you can only sign in 15 minutes early.
Yes.
If you've got a problem with a link, you have 15 minutes to fix it and get the word out to everybody. And meanwhile, they're emailing, going, I can't get in, I can't, that kind of thing. So just to let you know, that's the only glitch that I have hit repeatedly with Zenler. It's been an outstanding platform from my perspective. So thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. No, I mean, I think Zenler is a great platform too, but at the same time, we still have these issues between the back end language and the front end language. And I'm sorry, but I'm like, why is it that nobody else has identified this problem sooner? That's what I want to know. That's all. That's all I have to say about it. So,
I need you.
ex-
I need you. That's why you're the person to do it.
yeah. Anyway, listen, I
Thank you.
appreciate 100% everything you said, and definitely get into the community, the links there. We're going to work on this stuff. It's the other thing is those technology gremlins, they get into things, and they're probably the ones that are in there in your live stream going, she's had a smooth run of it too long. Let's change it to 1 a.m. now. That can those are definitely things. And I think David said something in the that has said something about that with the screenshots and trying to find that and get it. But yeah, let's get that over to the team and make sure we can get that figured out and solved, because you're right. It's also, we just dealt with it today ourselves. With the 15-minute crunch. Luckily I figured out the time zone thing earlier. Like, it happened to me last night. I was testing something. I didn't think anything of it. I was exhausted. So when I ran a test again this morning, I was like, oh. And then, so yeah. So then it's like, that's why I always test. And I tell people that it doesn't matter what system you're in. We can't look at the system first. We have to look at us first, right? It's creator first thinking. And you got to think about what's going to work best for you in the long run. And honestly, listen, I'm not that organized. I don't want to test everything, but I have to, because if I don't, it actually creates way more chaos, way more. If I'm just like, oh, I go with the flow of whatever, everything explodes then, because technology is going to break. You can never 100% rely on it, but we should be able to have consistency in certain areas when we're paying for something. So hopefully we'll get that part situated.
One other little thing is that I've been really thrown off by the GM-5 or whatever for the time zones. And so I was testing it with my people too. And the major city thing, like London time zone or New York time zone, seems to be more clear, because I'm used to dealing internationally and I wasn't getting to these meetings because I couldn't figure out what time zone that was. Like, I know what it is, but I don't know how to translate it.
Right.
And so I could go to ChatGPT, but it's like those are all those different steps that I didn't do. And so I kept missing meetings. So
yeah.
That's a thing, because it's like you said, creator first, but also user first. It doesn't matter if we should all understand Greenwich Mean Time. If we don't, it's a barrier.
Right.
So,
exactly. Yeah, it is a barrier. And that the terminology and the language that we use and the fact that everybody's using different it is a barrier. It's a barrier for a lot of people. So yeah, that, I mean, for at least for y'all, I'm working on something. I've got a project that I'm working on that will hopefully clarify some of this, and I'm probably even going to do a workshop about it. So, because it's helping me learn too, because that is how I learn as well. I've got to do it and I have to understand it in order to talk to y'all about it. So I'm in there trying to break stuff. That's really what you need to do. You need be the person that goes in and tries to make a mess and be like, okay, now let's see how we can fix this and make it better. Like, that's always everything, always better. How can I break this? How can I break this? How can I break this? That's one thing with the AI. If you're using AI to try to freshen something up or fix it or make it better, you're using it wrong. You need to give stuff to AI and tell AI, here, break this, make it wrong, you know, argue against this, or, you know, like I need this to be solid. And if you want it solid, you don't need yes men. You need let's break this, people. Let's get after it. And then you know you're solid. Once you can do that, that's how I move. I want to break it. I want to break the stuff. So that's what I'm working on, is a guide and a workshop that will help us all understand a better shared language when we communicate, so that we can fix things faster, because we got stuff to do. We ladies got the world to take over. That's right, Tiffany, you know it's right. She's shaking her head. So yes. Listen, we don't have time for the patriarchy right now. No, just kidding. Men have always had the world, David, just in case you didn't know. It's the ladies' turn. We're taking it over. Y'all didn't do it right.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What do we have? Any other questions in the chat? Okay, so Tiffany, you got your thing figured out with David.
Yes, I did. Thank you, David.
Okay.
Like,
So,
between
so
you and
do you
David,
want
you
to?
guys are the ones who've been the GOAT for me. Like from you from the very beginning, Allie, and then David, I'm just like stop and start every video, from the beginning. But
I was
I
going to say,
do.
tell us what David fixed so that we all know.
It
Oh,
wasn't. No, it wasn't really a
we
fix.
figured
I
out
thought.
that I was doing for the live class that I was doing, I needed to test it. So that's why the thank you page wasn't showing. And I have it as paid for $145. So I need
Oh,
to test it for like $1 just to make sure that it works. Yeah, there it is. So because I have it
fabulous.
that way, the thank you page shows up on my end, but it doesn't show up when I do the incognito with the URL because nothing's been paid.
Yeah, nothing's been
Yeah.
registered, right? So let's make, because this is a really good question and it'll help a lot of people, right? A
Okay.
lot of people think you go into your site, you go into your course, you go into your lives and you preview, but you're previewing that as admin. Now you've got to remember that you as admin can see everything. And
Hmm.
this is where people fall apart, really, because then they look at it and they go, yeah, I can see it, it's all good. And this is what I said to you, is it courses, because this is a usual one with courses. People see it all on their screen, then they send it link out to their users, join my course, right? They go as that far, and then the
Right.
people go in there and they go, I can't see anything. It's on the oops page, it is not showing. And it's basically because I haven't published the course. So that was my
Hmm.
first question to you. Have you published the
Yes.
course? Then I
Yeah.
realized the URL was live class, right?
Right.
So you obviously were taking that link. And if you look, there's a little bracket that says registered ID. This is
Hmm.
because when people sign up, Zenler assigns those to them and gives it, that's their unique URL.
Yes.
So when
Okay.
they've gone through the registration process, they have that unique and Zenler will register it. You'll also see them if they come into the live because they've got a
Hmm.
unique URL.
Hmm.
So then they can view it. But if you put that registered link with no variable in there as a
Hmm.
raw URL, you're never going to see anything.
Right.
And we had a lot of people that thought, oh, it produces this URL. So that's good. I can send that out to my users and they can automatically join it. And then they were going, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And none of my users can get in there. And that's was because they were trying to hack the system and they were
Right.
trying to do something outside of the system without actually understanding how it works.
How it
And
works.
So
it's
I do have a
kind of
good.
like it's easy. Sorry.
That's a good. So this is the deal. So thank you for bringing that up because this is a course that people can, not a course. This is a live. It's a sprint session where I sit and I work with them for the 2 hours to do their business plan. Right. So that is something people can pay separately, but then I have a course where that opportunity is also there. So if I have them both, would I set up a separate live for the people who've registered for the actual course for that paid for an actual course? Or once I have the URL for the session, I add that session to my course so those people who already paid for the course can just come into the session.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it dead right.
Okay.
Yeah, so
And the last part.
yeah, and the
And
same
I both
applies
went,
for one-to-one
yeah.
bookings, right? So
Yeah.
one-to-one booking and live class, in essence, are exactly the same. There's no
Mhm.
difference, right? So you can, this gives you the flexibility. So you can have members coming in that are paying you every week. You can put that live class in there and they can just book it and go straight into it. But you
Mhm.
also have this added advantage to say, right, okay, well, I'm going to charge for this separately outside of that membership, which is what you've done. You send them the registration link, they go through the checkout process, they get the emails and they come in, but your users automatically just press book the spot and they come straight in. So it
Okay.
gives you that flexibility. But unfortunately, you'll notice that in the events inside there, you've got to go through that process to test it. You only really need to do it once, because once you understand it, you're like, yeah. And I do that even at 145. In fact, I've done 1,000 plus where I've paid for it, and then I've just gone into Stripe, refunded it back to myself.
Okay.
It's not a problem, but you do get to see the full process then, and it's worth doing it. Lots of people don't do it. They
Yeah.
don't test it through the checkout phase.
Well, you preach that a lot.
Yeah, it's really important. But do
Yeah.
what you did. Reduce
Yeah.
it down to $5, go and
Mhm.
pay for it, refund it back, and put it back up to 145 when you're really settled that you understand it. But you understand it, Tiffany. You did nothing wrong. You just shared the wrong link.
Yep.
Well, I was testing it for myself, right, to see if it's working. And the reason why I had it as a live class as opposed to the one-on-one, because it's on the website where you can do live classes. So then people who go to my website can see it and they can register. So that's why I did it that way. But I could have
Yeah.
done it the other way too by creating the block and stuff like you do too. But I was just,
Yeah. But you wanted to check the pages all work. So doing
yeah.
that from a
Thank
course,
you.
you're not going to see those.
Thank you.
So it makes sense that you're doing both ends. So you're doing everything 100% right, Tiffany.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Thank you.
And the other thing I want to say too is every week we have a similar thing like what David mentioned. When you are admin and you're previewing stuff, you see stuff that other people won't see. And so that's a thing that we keep saying in these sessions too, is that as admin, you see a lot of things. So don't panic. You have to make sure your settings are right and then test incognito certain things when it comes to being able to view them. Because as admin, you see everything. And, that can be scary. And that's what we talked about, setting yourself up as a test student and using an incognito to log in and out of that so that you can see as a member versus anybody with admin access, and setting that up and saving it in a different, even maybe in a different browser tab, setting up a different profile that you can open up and work from. Make it easy for yourselves to find a workflow where you can test and work and build it in an environment that feels comfortable for you, because it save you a lot of headaches. Like, just go look at it, like I was saying to Casey, those gremlins, they get in there, they just do. It can run smoothly forever, but the second you don't check for an update, or the second you don't just go test incognito, that's when all heck breaks loose. And you're like, oh my gosh, now you've got 15 minutes to fix everything. Like Casey said, you can fix the world in 15 minutes, no problem, right? So yeah, so do yourselves a favor. Like I used to not do it too, and then it's like I was, trapped in this cycle of traumatizing myself and stressing myself out. And now I'm not like that. Now I'm nice to myself. Now I'm like, don't do that to yourself. Just check it. Definitely. Let's see what's going on here in the chat. Oh yes, and David did pop in the chat there if you all want to help, if you all want to share your success stories on Zenler, you can do that. You can sign up there, and you do get some stuff for doing that for us. So that would be good. Yay. Okay, let's see what time is it. 1:30. So EST time. We've got 30 minutes left. Is there anything anybody wants to chat about? Want to brainstorm something? Okay, Casey, let's have it.
Yeah. When we have time like this, if we can just chat as a group for a little bit, I think,
Absolutely. I gave everybody permission to get their microphone. So,
yeah, but we're trying to be polite and nice.
yeah, you can you if there's no questions, there's nothing happening in the chat. We've got 30 minutes. If you all would like to converse about something and have a little brainstorm on something, let's do it.
So,
And you can unmute your own microphones because I gave you all that permission.
so I've been finding that, working with other people in our groups. This is, I'm on Zenler, but I have other things. I'm in a writer's workshop, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
And
me too.
as soon as I start actually communicating with the people in the group, it just energizes everything. And in
Mhm.
one of my other groups, they asked, what has been the most effective thing? And I said, coming to these support things and actually talking with the people. And all of a sudden, one of the other people that, you knew she was doing a lot of activity, she goes, okay, I'm going to call you about training my cats. And so you call me. And what is just so amazing about it is that I named my process after synergistic alliances, but it's, just like those tech gremlins, it works on a level that we don't understand.
Yeah.
It just adds oomph to everybody. To,
It takes a village means something, and it's
yeah,
about small, it's not about big communities. It's not about a state or a city or a town or a country, or it's not about that. It's about your community of like your people where you're not the same. Because if you surround yourself in an echo chamber, you're never going to learn anything. You're never going to be inspired. That's how you get new ideas. You play off of each other and you have those great conversations and you get inspired, or you realize you're not alone in the world in what you're doing and in sort of this online business and lifestyle that we've chosen, that we're not alone and that all different. And also the thing that I notice is not everybody's doing the same thing. Not everybody has the same education. Not everybody has the same background, and yet everyone is still amazing. So that means I get to be amazing too. That means I'm not competing with anybody. We're collaborating. And that's what feels really good about it to me. So I love that too.
yeah. And if I'm ever, like right now, I'm unmuted, but Tiffany, you're shaking your head and everything. You always, if I'm the person that's under discussion, you're always welcome to just put your 2 cents in. Because
Unmute your mic and say it, is what she's
yeah,
saying.
Well,
be
thank
part
you.
of conversation. And it's like so thrilling. I've worked a lot in Europe, and it's thrilling to see people from Scandinavia. I am Scandinavian, but I don't know it. And my sister had to learn to speak Swedish, and it's like so great to see people pulling together from all over the world. It's
Mhm.
interesting, and it's very great when many times what happens is, for example, I'll say, I don't understand this, blah, 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 blah. And then other people will write me and say, that was exactly how I'm feeling. But we didn't know. I was feeling really stupid. Like I'm just not learning this. But
Mhm.
in reality, it's not me by myself. So,
Yeah, exactly. It's not exactly. It does make human beings were interesting. We're very complex, interesting creatures. We like to be part of a community. We want to belong and we want to be accepted. But at the same time, we try to fit in. And then what happens when you try to fit in is you're not being yourself. And so now you're fitting in, but not as you. And now like, and we convince ourselves this is what we have to do sometimes. But I think now more and more, especially for me and I hope for a lot more people, it's like, no, we we can be and we can believe in ourselves and feel good about who we are while also collaborating and communicating with other people. It's not a competition. I don't have to feel any type of way. And Maggie, you can unmute yourself. I don't know if you have a question or if you want to participate.
Yes, well, I actually have a question.
Oh.
I'm just adding new blog posts, and I tried to add one, and I got a message. It says, currently, sitemaps are not auto-updated. And I have no idea what that means.
Froze for me, but yeah, it's always been. There's a tutorial on how to update your sitemap because it's not automatic in Zenler. So let's say, oh, hi, David.
I didn't even know what that meant. So
yeah, we got I'm pretty sure it's out already. Yeah, it was the first video I did on the 31 tips for Zenler.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pop it into the thing. So what this basically means is so for you guys that don't know, sitemap is a kind of indexing of pages on your website. Okay, so all the URLs, that's what it means in a nutshell. So by default, some people don't want pages indexed, so they might not create the sitemap. But it's very good to create the sitemap if you want to be seen by search engines, because search engines look at sitemaps. So think of sitemaps as an index in a book, right? When you're looking for something in a book, you look through all the chapter, you look through all the index to find, and you go to the page, right? That's what a sitemap does. So it's an external part of your website. It produces code, and that code is every URL inside your website. Okay, except the hidden ones. So blogs, if you release a new blog, it'll add it to the sitemap when you click create sitemap, and it takes seconds. And I guarantee that there's a ton of people that have got loads of blogs, loads of pages that have never recreated their sitemap, and that's bad news. Because although Google search engine might find those pages when it looks around, the first thing that any of the search engines do is look for a sitemap file, an XML file. It's the first thing that they do. And sometimes it'll blacklist it if you haven't got them. So I've put a video together there. It takes like less than 30 seconds. Every time you create a new page on your website, every time you create a new blog in your website, you go to sitemaps, recreate sitemap. And it's as quick as that. It takes seconds. And it will index you. So it's so important. I know a lot of you probably haven't even added Google Analytics or Search Consoles to your site, which is another bad thing. You should be doing this. So we get this thing come back from people saying, I haven't made any sales, I haven't made any leads. And the first question I ask is, have you created your sitemap? Have you added your site to Google Analytics and Search Console? And these things together, do them together, take less than 30 minutes. But make a huge difference, because you can, with analytics, you can track where the traffic's come from, what pages they visited.
Yeah.
You know, the Search Console can give you further data on pages, how many people have visited your page. You've got to do nothing, just drop a bit of code in, link it up, and it takes seconds to do it. But start with the recreate your sitemap.
okay.
How many people are recreating their sitemap? How many people?
So I set it up once, or every time I add something, I have to.
Every time you add a new page, just as part of your process, like you would publish a course, like you would every time you create a new page, especially with a blog. The blog shows you a message. The pages do not. So when you create a new page, it doesn't come up with that thing. It comes up with, have you done your SEO? And people normally close that straight away. You should fill that out as well.
Yes.
So when you have something pop up, pay attention to what Zenler's telling you. Now, you might see me in training courses, I close it. right? That's because I'm doing a test page for you, and I'm not going to waste my time like going through that. But don't get me wrong, every page that I'm doing for my business or for Zenler, you know, in the website, in the blogs, all of that stuff, I always fill every single thing out. I always recreate my sitemap, and I submit it to Google Search Console as well.
Now, as far as for pages and anything else, where do you go to do the sitemap?
Same place. So
Which
you
is
go
where?
to site. I can flick it up quickly. I put a video in the chat there, Maggie.
Yeah, I did
Have
copy
a look at
that.
the video, because you know me, I go super fast.
Oh,
Right. So
got it.
all you do is, if you created a, let me just share my screen a second. It's really, really this quick. Right. So if you're in blogs, you'll be in blogs like this. You will have finished a blog, and then you'll go to site settings. You'll go across to sitemap, and you'll click recreate sitemap. It'll show you this. Don't worry about it. Close the page down. It's done. How long does that take me to do? Less than 5 seconds.
Okay.
Right. It's not a big chore. It's just something, whenever you create content on your site, do that recreate sitemap. We want to do it so it's going to be automatic at some point, but they're changing the way things are. I actually like to do it myself, because it gives me control to sometimes, right, if I'm working on a blog post, I might publish it to look at it, just to look at it, and then I might unpublish it because, like, oh God, I've spelt that name wrong, like I did with Jackie Footman the other day. I spelt it with a CKIE and it's QUI. So I unpublished it. Now, if I had automatically put that forward and submitted it, it would be in my sitemap. And so I want that control. So I then unpublished it. I was only up for like 3 seconds. And then I changed all the names. I published it. And then I recreate my sitemap.
Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice one. Easy. Look at the tips as well, guys. Because those 31 tips in 31 days, they're all like little tips. The video's like 8 minutes long max. And I cover a lot of things. I think, who was it today who was using multi-tabs? I think it was Patricia, was it? You had multi-tabs open? Because that's from one of my tips. Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah, I do that too. Got to have.
So
I know how do you do how how do you say reset the site. When I write a blog, I did everything that you tell me, but I didn't know about the pages.
Well, if you've made pages, if you're updating regularly because you're blogging, as soon as you update your sitemap, it includes the other.
Oh, the pages too. Okay.
If you've updated the sitemap.
I love to write blogs, so I do it continually.
Right. So if you are, then you should be able to.
Yes. Thank you.
Right, David? Like, if people are blogging regularly and they're creating a new course here and there, if they've forgotten to do that when they created their course, if they did it right after they did a blog post, it's updating the whole sitemap.
Yeah. So if you've done 100 pages, and then you come and you think, oh no, sitemap. As soon as you recreate a sitemap, it'll add those 100 pages.
Right.
But
so you don't have to go in and do it individually or anything.
No, if you want to leave it, you can leave
Right.
it. Some people leave it each month if they've done 30.
Yeah.
And because sometimes you're not looking at content to be instantly listed. You're looking to the content is going to be it. Sometimes it doesn't matter that you put it out straight away, because sometimes you'll put it out later, because what will happen is some articles will compound on other articles. So
Yes.
if you've got an article like if you've got a landing page, and you might submit it, but then later on you might do some sub pages off of that landing page. So I'm talking about site pages, and then you might link to that one that you already submitted. So, and then you recreate it again. Google will look at it and go, oh, the content's changed. Oh, it's linking to that page. And what that causes is a compounding effect. So it's better and better and better. And what you guys should be doing, this is why it's so important with all your pages that you're linking internally inside your pages. So if you keep things alone, they generally don't get found.
Right,
It's
they
like
won't be found.
if you got a pin and you threw it into a pile of hay, right? It's hard to find, isn't it? But if you've got a pin and then you've got a bit of string attached to another pin, and then another pin and another pin, and you throw it in there, you're very likely to find it and pull that pin out. So that's how it works. This is why you're trying to network your site together. So it's good to
Because
network in
also,
person.
yeah, what that does is when David says compound, what it does is Google starts to rank your overall authority, not just that one blog post, right? Like it will rank that page in that post and say, oh, okay, the keywords are supposed to be this, and that is what the article is about. Okay, great. That's good for you. But now what about the rest of your site? Is the rest of your site adding value to this blog post? Or is that blog post adding value to the rest of your site? If it's connected, if it makes sense to Google, if Google says, okay, this information is, as David said, compounding, it only compounds if the information is related. If you create a site where you have different keywords and different niches and different whatever all over your site, you will never get authority in Google, not ever. That's why Zenler gives you multiple sites. If you have different business ventures going on, you need to use those different sites for those messages, because those messages will dilute your authority on your site if you are trying to put out multiple types of messages. So compound your authority by being consistent throughout the whole site. And as David said, once it's consistent, you have to link back to it. So like that button I put on the page that links to here and there, and you're linking and you're making reference in one blog post to another blog post, those are the strings David's talking about. When you do that, Google says, oh, this person is really going after it. I feel more confident and comfortable referring someone to this person's site.
Yeah, and you'll build these what are called clusters. Okay, so I'll show you an example. This is a just started cluster, and this whole project is to promote you guys. But if you're not doing the interview, then we won't promote you because we haven't got your content, right? But I'll just show you what I mean. So then this is a very basic, but I'm going to tell you how it's going to grow. So inside here we have 4 people that have done interviews with us, right? These are blog posts. They're self-contained. They're blog posts in each of these, right? So we got Anna here, really great interview and amazing. And I know we got someone here who's doing face yoga. There was someone earlier that was doing face yoga. Well, this lady does the same. And inside here, so it might be worth tying up if you're still here, but you'll see it goes to a website. So this is stuff we're doing. So with that said, if we go back, what you'll see is this post here, everything you get with Zenler's 30-day trial. Now, what I've done inside this blog post is I've used the stories that have been put into here and I'm linking to them. So I'm giving, by doing these interviews, I'm giving this post authority because it's from people, it's from instructors. So if we go into that post, what you'll see is we cross-reference. So it helps you guys as users doing the promotion stuff for us, doing the interview, but also inside here, it's taking part of what it said. Billy describes Zenler as the foundation, the home base, the headquarters of my business. This is directly taken from the blog post that Billy did. And if we move further through it, you can see that it's going to say other people as well. I think this was Anna's story. So Anna's one, I understood how it's taking it's taking quotes directly from those users. So it's building authority. Now, at the moment, we're just having these names in here, and it, you know, when Google looks at it, it's going, wow, it's great. These people are saying these things. So we always make sure that we're linking to those people. Here we go. Here's the links to these blog posts. So now Google says, oh, so you've used quotes in there from these users, and now you're proving that those users exist. So you're right to use those quotes. and it's building authority. So this is a very basic, but as we get more people, we'll be building this more, and we might use them in our zenler.com site and link to those articles. So it's backlinking, and all of those articles have got links into the interviewee's site. So it's helping them as well. They're getting all this backlink traffic go into their stuff. So if I click this one, it opens up and there's posts there. So you see how those can compound each other. It makes sense, doesn't it? It's like the pin with the string. That's it. Yeah. That's the whole process. Don't go off tangent though. Don't do an article and then don't just try and fit something in because you want to try to promote that post. No, you need to make sure it's under one thing. If you're teaching marketing funnels, you want a pillar post. That's what it is, the big pillar post that links out. You want to create your sub posts that are about marketing funnels, like how much sales growth a marketing funnel is if you're doing it at $99 or something, and then you'll link to the pillar post, and inside the pillar post it will say about growth of a funnel, and it'll link back to that, and then sub posts that you've done link to each other, and that's how you build the network.
But and not just on your pages, not just on your blog, right? I have a page that I don't have on my navigation or on my blog, but I have a button on my main homepage that gives an explainer on a particular framework, philosophy, right? Find out about it. And they click that. That's the only way to get to this page. That page links to several other pages on my site that talk about similar in the right spot. I mention a particular thing, say it's let's say it's the animal people, right? So I mentioned dog. I link dog to that other page on my website. It's not a blog post, but it's another page. Sometimes it might be to a blog post that explains it, but it could be another page on my site. So it's not just your blog post that you're linking. If you have on your homepage, if you're talking about what you do and these are the services I offer, you can link on your homepage, find out more here, and maybe you have a blog post that explains more about that. So from your main site page, you've created a link that goes to your blog as well. So it's not just interlinking your blog posts, it's every page, all the pages on your site. I'm not talking your sales pages and course pages, though. If you have a flagship course, then yes, in the sales page and the text there, you can do that as well. Or from another page on your site, you can link to a sales page in a course if that's like your flagship thing. But like David was saying, all of this stuff has to be connected. Like if you have a pillar post, this is your main topic. These are all the trickle down topics from it that you can reference to it. So it can't just be you're linking to irrelevant things. It has to make sense, right? For your business. If you have a business, then you should have a plan. You should have a business plan. You should know what your key messages are. You should know what you're saying and what you're talking about. You should have multiple ways to say those key messages over and over again. And everything on your site should validate those key messages. And if they do, and you've created your sitemap, that's where you start getting authority. But all of your content has to make sense, right? It can't just be random stuff. Everything you create, if you're sitting down as a creator right now and you're thinking, what is the next blog post I write? You have got a problem. You should already know 100 topics that you can talk about related to this thing. You should have a list of them. You should be able to rattle them off in a hot second, everything you do, and all of that has to be on your site and make sense. If you don't know what your key messages are, you need to take that higher level view of who you are, what you do, who you serve, and what those key messages are. What differentiates you from everybody else doing the same thing, right? What are your key messages? And keep those consistent.
So on.
Yeah, and with that, sorry, and with that also is you can use AI, right? So yes. I know it's hard sometimes. You've been like what we're doing now is a little bit of a marketing masterclass, right? So you guys, it's going to be like, that, what does that mean for me? This means more pages. This means more work. No, it doesn't. Is if you are clear and you have clarity on what you're delivering, you can create this stuff easily. So for instance, you can go into AI, you can say, like, I've done a blog post on this. What else can I build off of this? And it will tell you, you know, and you'll change it because make it work for you. And you shouldn't leave it all to AI, but it will help you. And then you could put all your blog posts in, and I did this recently, right? Put all your blog posts in URLs, and you can grab this from the sitemap, and you can say, okay, AI, right, I want you to create a master post that references related blogs to this title, and it will go and do it. And it will put all these links in, and you don't have to do anything, right? So you just go edit it a little bit, put it in the page, and you've totally got a cross-linked area. Now, what Ali was saying was about the pages, and this is common for website designers. You don't have to do it. Blogs are perfect because it's very controlled, it's very relatable. And I say start there because it's the easiest method, right? Yeah. To start with. But you can do what Ali was saying, and you can create cross-linked pages inside your website. But you can go a stage further, and you can do self-contained landing pages or hook pages, right? So we have them. I'm just looking around for something I could show you, and you can see in here I've got a series of hook pages that were set up. These are not associated with the main site. They're purely landing pages. So if you look at them, it was about a summit that we were doing, a speaker, and I did a video, and down here you can see all this content, and then it sends people into a workshop, right? And these were all the same. So all these pages you can see here were our speakers, and we did individual pages, and we sent those. They're not connected to the site. There's no navigation on that page, right? But I sent them to the search engines so they get listed under search engines. So they're all optimized for what that particular speaker does. And they're called landing pages. So they hook people in to take action. I could well have just sent them straight into the site as well. You know, I could have had it straight into the site. This goes off to the marketing sales funnel, which collects people going through. So just understand how that works. It's pretty simple, really. You don't need to get overwhelmed. I want to make that clear. It's really,
no, you can start slow for sure.
Yeah. Build it up.
It's
Yeah,
interesting you said that though, David, right? So I put a thing in there.
I'm sorry, Tiffany. Casey had her hand up.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
She started to ask a question a minute ago, so I wanted to make sure she got to ask it.
So my question is, when we do all this building, is there an easy or is there any way to either download or print out? So we started out with a document and we divided it up into class modules and so on. But then over time, we found places where we had to add this and that and the other thing. And so I don't actually know what my complete Zenler class is. And I was trying to just print it out or download it or something. Is there a way to do that?
What to grab your right, so you could because it's hidden behind a wall. What I would do is I would go into the page as admin. I would go to index. It's pretty easy actually to do this, but it can look complicated, guys. So you know, this is Casey's specific need here. Hopefully you guys have already got a document that you've started before you've created your course, and you've already done your outline. That way you don't need to do this, right? So if you've got your course, I've got section 1 called this, I've got my lessons in it. You've already done what Casey's trying to do now. And that's the way you should do it. You should plan it before. And to shoehorn things in later, sometimes it happens. I can understand, Casey. You shoehorn things in later is probably not the best idea, but if it works for you and it works with it, then good. But if you want to do it, all you need to do is you need to do a preview, Casey, from your preview as admin. So it will be your course curriculum, your course player. This is using Chrome. You can do it with all browsers, but I'm going to just show you in Chrome. Right hand click, go down to inspect here. Sorry, it's a bit small, but I don't think I can get this to go any bigger in here because it's, let me just, hold on. Right hand click, oh no, it won't go any bigger. Right, so down there to inspect. Can you see that, Casey?
Yes.
Okay, inspect, so you've got the code. So you're going to see a load of code appear on this side. And you can grab that, and you can go in there and press Control A to grab it, or you can select it and grab it. Or the better way is probably to right hand click and go to View Page Source. So a shortcut for that is Control plus U on your keyboard. And you'll see something that will scare all of you. You'll see all of this. So if we zoom out, this is the page content for this stuff, right? And it looks scary. And but it's not. So all you do is then select inside here, hold the Control key, press A, copy it, go into ChatGPT and put in there a prompt like, give me my course sections and lessons from this code, and then paste that code in there and AI will produce it all out for you. Simple.
Wow. Thank you.
Yay.
That's good. It's a nice one because just in case, but if you've already prepared it and you're all written out, if you add lessons in, just update that document. I think what I'm trying to get across is if you've got it planned in a document, then you've got all the information. But if you're like Casey, or you've got stuff that you want to put in a document, this is a really easy way of doing it. And you can, by the way, guys, you can do this for anything, right? So you can find a competitor's website, view the page source, grab the code, put it into ChatGPT, say, this site is ranking page 1. Why is it getting such a high search result? Paste the code in, put the URL in there, and it will feed back why that site is doing well in the search engines. And that can help you because you can then say, now look at my URL. Why am I not doing as well? And it will feed back a load of responses as to why or what you should be doing better.
Yes,
So,
and David has a GPT that he made. I recently tested it out. It's very nice. I'm gonna make some adjustments to it, but
yeah, re-release it. Tell me what they are. I'll update it.
Yeah, it was very good though. Like I was like the feedback I was like, oh, this is nice. I'm like, this is good. I decided there's a couple more things I want it to do. So I don't have time to really do it right this second, but I liked the results. It's a very well done GPT, and you all should use it to check your sites for exactly what David is talking about. It works very well. It works well.
It does the job. I've got one that I actually sell, right? But I'm not allowed to market myself on here. It's much more involved, right?
Yeah,
but
right. That's what I'm saying.
I wanted something that could get you started because
yes,
there's
and
so
it is
much.
a very good basic start one. Absolutely, every one of you should be able to use it and understand it, and it will give you some good feedback about your sites to get you started for sure. 100%.
Is there a link?
Yeah, for the GPT. Let's see.
I'm trying to find it.
I know. I can open my chat. I've got it saved, I think.
Hold on. No, I can do that.
You got it? Okay.
I can go and grab it.
It is good. I was really pleased with it. And not just like I was really pleased with it on a level of, and let me be very specific here, on the level of this being a very foundational thing for building your site and getting the foundation set. It's very, very good at that. And so it's good for beginners. It's good for people who maybe don't have as much of an understanding about Google and Google rankings and what things will hurt you and what things won't. It's very good at giving you that basic thing and that first level of understanding and and you not having to figure out where and what it is, it will literally tell you exactly what
Yeah,
it is that
and
you.
it's been designed exactly like Ali said. Like, because I know what you got, I know what you guys are like, right? I know where a lot of you are. So I made sure that it's giving information back that we've done training on. And that's really important, because if it's giving back information where we've got no training on it, it's kind of useless to you. Because you can find out, but we don't want you to find out. We want an easy life for you all. So I've put
Yeah.
the GPT in there.
And you just follow the prompts, answer the questions. And there's a couple of them where I had to pause, leave that window open, and go gather the information you want. And so take your time with it. Don't rush through it. Do it when you have a minute, right? And whatever it tells you, like here, like David said, don't overwhelm yourself. Just pick one thing from the list that it gave you to fix, because I suspect some of you will have a lot of things you need to fix. Because just like David said, it's going to tell you if you haven't set SEO on a thing. It's going to tell you if your image isn't updated. It's going to tell you stuff. And that's part of the other thing with David talking about having a plan. Yes, you have to have a plan, right? And you can choose whether you have free or paid, which I liked that as well.
Yeah, so if you're using a free GPT account, you'd press this button, because if you've got a paid one, you'll be using this. So what the difference between the two is, if you've got a free account, it can only produce so much information, then it sort of locks you out for the day, right? It says, nope, your credits are used up on your free account. So if you're running a paid account, it means that it can give you a lot more information, and it gives you a downloadable PDF version at the end. So you have that choice of, if you're using free GPT, just use that one. And if you're using that, now once you add this to your GPT, it's actually yours, right? And Ali touched on that. She made modifications to it because it's yours. So you can go and edit the code, and you might say, right, okay, I want to produce something a little bit more. You know, I want it to give me top 10 titles for my niche or something. You know, you could add this stuff to it. It's really easy to build this stuff nowadays anyway, but
yeah, but I want to be clear, I ran through it exactly the way David has it. I didn't make any edits to that. I ran through it exactly the way he created it, and it worked perfectly. It worked perfectly. It's very good. You should use it. Everybody should try it. Yep.
So you'll have more questions next week, because you'll have loads of things come up and you'll be like,
yes,
oh, well, how do I do that? How do I do that? And Ali's here.
Yes, do that. And here's the other thing about that. Do that, but then also ask chat, hey, how can I best ask this question when I'm live on support desk with someone that will help me? Like, you can do that. And you can go into the community on the tutorial site, and you can post your questions there on Wednesday or Thursday. And I can pre-pull up screens and be prepared to show you exactly what it is you're looking for. And that will make things faster for you. You know, don't wait until the second you get in here.
Ali, you don't want people just to ask ChatGPT. You want people to come on and ask you, do you? Like, Ali's
no, I don't want them to ask ChatGPT the question, because trust me, ChatGPT is not going to give you the right answer. It's not. 100% it will not give you the right answer, but you go ahead and try. Do not trust it with answers on how to do stuff in Zenler. Do not do that. It's not going to tell you the right thing. So what it can tell you is how to formulate your question better, so that you can ask me or David or whoever, because we can tell you, but ChatGPT can't. It gets a lot of stuff wrong. If you trust AI to tell you the truth, you are going to be a very sad person, because it will lie to you a lot, and not on purpose.
I'm going to share a little surprise that I've got later with you guys if you're here. So I've got a little surprise of what's coming up with asking GPTs something. But I think we've got Tiffany wants to ask a question. She's had her hand up.
And we're already 10 minutes over. The session will end in 5 minutes, just so you know.
Yeah, it's not a
'Cause we,
question as much as a statement, like to what you
oh
were
yeah.
saying. It was to validate, David, because when I did an actual audit, not of, well, I did the website audit, but I mean the audit of, is my website LLM scannable? Meaning that after you have the site, your site is up, is everything, but will ChatGPT recognize my site to recommend my business to people who's searching on ChatGPT?
Right, those language models. Right.
Right. So
There's a
in doing
different,
that, the thing that it advised me to do is to create the landing pages for the resources to put in certain keywords and actually create, told me what to do, but is to create 3 different ones so that I can become more discoverable. But it would rank, the way I set it up, it ranked how my site on Zenler would would be discoverable by the LLM models. And I was like 7.0. So now I'm going to be like 9.5 once I finish. So it's those things that, to what David was saying, those landing pages, that's what helps. And so I was just saying, yeah, do that.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
I take it a
Tiffany,
little
for
bit
sharing
with.
that.
I think, I think the main key here is there's certain things you can do to go on the AI. Let's separate 2 things: organic search, AI search.
Yep.
Right.
These are
Right.
2. If you're doing well in organic search, there might well be a chance of you ending up in the AI search results, right? But depending on your topic, you might not ever get there because people have got tons more authority than you. And this is why we say, right, okay, if you can niche down on your subject, then you're going to appear in that search engine result, right? So if you're doing something no one else does, you will be top 1000%, right? When you're mixing with other people and everyone's doing the same thing and there's experts that have been doing stuff for years, it's like me trying to compete against like someone like Tony Robbins, right? It's like, I'm not going to get there. I'm not. So you carve your own little niche and you build up your own following. It doesn't mean that you can't be successful. It's just some people are a little bit too trying to get into these results. We do it. There's loads of things you can do. You can do pages specifically for large language models that are not aimed at people. They're aimed at AI search bots, right? And that's going to become common. There's things like making sure that you're actually using correct schemas in your page and things like this. This is something that I've been doing a lot lately in the blog posts so that AI can come along, not just look at the content, but look at the structure of the content and have full clarity. And this will then get you in results as well. So, if you get your 9, if you get your 10, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be in the search results, right?
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing, you don't have to be like, success is different things to different people. Like, don't let anybody tell you that if you don't have 1 million followers and an 8-figure whatever, that you're not successful. I'm perfectly happy. Like, I am happier now in my life than I've ever been, and I'm probably making less right now, but I mean, I will make more, but just the freedom of letting go of everybody, what everybody else is doing, is so liberating. Thank you, Patricia. It's so liberating, just one step at a time. It doesn't have to be perfect, but showing up here, making the effort to learn and to take little steps. It's not going to be perfect right now. My site, nothing is perfect, but you know what? I'm moving through the imperfect to continue to learn, to continue to get better at it. And it doesn't have to happen tomorrow. As long as you're making some progress every day, whatever that looks like for you, it could be that you need to do it for 20 minutes, could mean you need to do it for hours. I don't know, but make it comfortable for you and you can do it. It's definitely doable. And Zenler does provide a lot of training for you all. And we provide so much training that you all can't find it. That's how much we provide that. And that is true. No other company has the problems that we do with you all finding where stuff is at, because we are here for you constantly creating content, constantly trying to help you do better. So we show up here every week so that you can do that. And this session is probably going to end by itself in 1 minute, just so you know. But next week, same bat place, same bat time, you all. And don't forget to come into the Zenler community on the site and comment and talk to me. Thank you so much for your help today, David.
Oh, I really love it. It's really nice to see you all, and obviously be on with you as well, Ali. Yeah, it's going to cut off any second.
Any second it is, you all. But thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Have a great week. Have a great weekend. I'll see you in the Zenler community. Okay, on the
My
Zenler
birthday
site.
tomorrow, guys.
Oh, happy birthday, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later.